twin, this shit hard right here. Just made this shit come. Twin, this shit hard right here. Just made this shit come.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's good? What's good, everybody? If you're coming in, make sure to like and subscribe to the video, man. Another episode of Drunken Nefarious Takes. How you feeling, Henny?
Man, I'm feeling great. West Coast to me just hit me and can get a link though.
Oh, damn. Oh, hey, West. If we was on Restream, sure, because like I gotta the way I just did all this, I gotta rebuild it and everything like that. You just saw how I did it. He yeah.
Shoot him a text. But yeah, man, I'm feeling great, man. It's Friday. You know, the birds are chirping. You know, payday, make money in the account. Everything good. You know, went to the doctor earlier, got a clean bill of health. So, everything is wonderful on my end. I can't say the same. You know, about your boy Jaydon Blue, though. You know, I can't say the same about my Parsons, how he feeling right now. You know, he told the Undertaker the Dallas Cowboys playing with him. And that was actually crazy. Like, I still was tripping that I seen this interview by the Undertaker. Of all people. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, man, it's been a doozy what's been going on here. A lot of stuff been going on. Next time West Coast, cause like I just sent him a text because I just had to build this. Like it took me all day just to do this. Funny enough, Henny is the very first guest I had on with this new setup because everything I done did, it took me months to get this right. like that's the thing. So if you're coming in, make sure to like and subscribe to the video. Camp starts up next week. We excited, but there's some stuff that came out that you were talking about regarding you know what I'm saying? Talking about, Micah's contract, Jaydon Blue. Go ahead and just elaborate on that real quick.
Well, Micah was on there. I forget was it like Fanatic or something? He was on there talking to the Undertaker. That's still trying to say it. Don't sound right. But he was on there talking to the Undertaker, and he told him that they were trying to get a deal done last year. He said around the same time that Prescott and CeeDee Lamb were getting their deals done. He said, "Hey, I want me too. Like you could have did me then." And they use that as an excuse. They like, "Hey, man, we gotta pay that. We gotta pay CeeDee." Like, all right, cool. Went out, played well. Like I guess it gets done early now. Like it's gonna happen early. Still ain't happen. You know what I'm saying? Still ain't happen. And we done had multiple market setting contracts since then. We had the Miles Garrett contract come through. We just had what boy was
TJ Watt.
TJ Watt. Yeah, I don't know how I forgot a famous name. So like Dallas Cowboys, you are slipping. Like y'all done let everybody and their mama come up here and get a bag for Michael Parsons. And TJ making 41. Like Micah gonna want 42, and he's gonna deserve 42 because his pass rushing numbers said that he's that guy.
It's very frustrating. I let me ask you this question, because I asked it a long time ago. Like it's a trick question. Do you think the Cowboys are good at doing business?
In which way? Are they good? They're good football. Promotion. They promote football well. If you talk about running a football operation, they haven't been good at doing that in a while. When you talk about the track record of one, people just think about recent history. They don't ever want to talk about the dark times in between when Troy Aikman left, got old, and left, in between when we got Tony Romo. They don't ever talk about what those rosters look like, how bad they were, some of the signings that they did that didn't pan out, how they were upside down on contracts. Because Jerry Jones want to mark the future and try to get Roy Williams, the wide receiver. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So there was a bunch of things. Like if you look at that, you look at recent history where we have all these public disputes with our players trying to get contracts done. I can't say that, man. Like for example, we've been talking about respect one tech, right? We talk about fix the run defense. Mm-hmm. It's not a new issue. You've had the same problem for 5 years in a row. You've been outside the top 15. You know, in run defense. You were 30th last year. You were 30th in 2020. You ain't no higher than 16 when it comes to your run defense. That is something that you had 5 years to fix and you still haven't done it. Like a serious football organization would have already had that done and out the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hold on. Chat saying we got an echo. Trying to. Okay.
So we got an echo in the chat. football organization would have already.
I fixed it. Perfect. Hey, put one in the chat. Did I fix the chat? Did I fix it?
Let us know something.
Yeah,
let us know.
Put one in the chat for us. I think I did. Appreciate it, Jay Brian. All right, got it. Ooh, thank you, Lord. Yeah. When I asked that question of like, are they really good at business? I mean, everything is, cousins. You know what I'm saying? Either way, because my only thing is this. Like, I don't know, the way the Cowboys have been working and the way they've been functioning. I feel like I don't know. I feel like they just lucky. They luck up a lot. You know what I'm saying? They luck up so many times, especially like we talk about back in the day. You talk about hiring the right guys and everything like that, but then getting rid of them, right? But I'm just talking about right now. Like Jerry Jones played a key factor in starting the salary cap, but now it seems like we are like 50 steps behind everybody else when it comes to managing the salary cap. And how I know they're bad is because they're ultra conservative with it. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to spend no money. They cheap. I feel like everybody who understand the cap, like a Howie. I mean, Howie's the easiest one, but like even like the Rams, like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like their aggressiveness and when they choose to be aggressive shows like how we are just so behind on the cap. And I just wonder, like, are the Cowboys good at doing business?
I mean, I'll put it to you like this: in terms of marketing, selling jerseys, building the brand that is the Dallas Cowboys, they're great. They're great at that. You know, that's a 10 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? They advertise their ass off. They some great snake oil salesmen. They will, they can sell blood to a bitch on a period right now, man. Like they be going crazy. But in terms of actually running a good football operation, have you ever, if we heard these terms too many times for them to say that they run their organization well, wide receiver by committee,
right?
Running back by committee, doing less with more. You know what I'm saying? Like that don't sound like good football talk, because it's a 53-man roster. You're supposed to actively go out and stockpile talent. That's not no shit that sound like a serious organization. So in terms of actually building a team, and then we also know about their influence over the coaches, not letting the coaches actually run and be the face of the football operations. No, they don't. The day-to-day football operation is a no. The players that leave talk about it. Some of the past coaches talk about it. It's evident. Media members speak about it. So I don't know what more you want us to say, dog. Like it's not a well-oiled machine like it used to be.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. It's not a well-oiled machine. It's just like, I don't know, Tuck just went over like the whole aspect of what's the Eagles, secret formula when it comes to and they got all they contracts set up, to 2029 when they finna get ready, have signed this new deal and everything like that. And it just seems like the Cowboys, we're just like so iffy. We don't, I don't know. We're as soon as a stat come out and saying like, hey, you ain't got to spend that much on it, but we run into that and doing that quickly. Oh, you mean running back ain't value? Oh, we that's the last time I'm spending another dime on a damn running back. You mean wide receiver ain't that? Dak is good. That's the last time. Allen Hurns with a bad knee. You know what I'm saying? Like we run so quickly to the cheap option. We like a cheap ass parent.
UFL. Oh, UFL's in. It's popping. We can get
Brandon Aubrey hit.
Hey, and to be fair to them,
you know what I'm saying?
To be fair to them, they done found some niggas in the UFL. They found Turk, they found Brandon Aubrey, our boy Josh Butler. They done found some players. It's just like that shouldn't be your go-to move. Like everybody has a signature move in basketball. Dirk had the one leg fadeaway. Michael Jordan, he had the fadeaway. Kareem had the sky hook. Hakeem had the dream shake. The Dallas Cowboys go-to move cannot be the UFL. It could be Alabama. It could be Georgia. It could be Texas. It can't be the UFL. That cannot be your pipeline.
It's like they'll get some they're like a business, like the office or something, and they'll get like I don't know, some dedicated funding, like, oh, if you hire a minority here, you know what I'm saying, you'll save on it, or if you hire somebody that's, you know, reformed or coming, you know what I'm saying, you know they had them little special programs, them, in, you know what I'm saying. It seems like the Cowboys, man, they'll fill the entire roster with that, just because it's the cheaper option, because they don't want to spend the money. And it's like, dog, how many more times are you going to do that, man?
Man, you can't, honestly. And listen, you're too devoid of talent at certain spots to be thinking like this. You know, like, you did a very excellent job of comparing like offensive line and trench play the other day. You know, I seen you show that you did. The Dallas Cowboys defensive tackles do not stack up to the rest of the division. they just fucking don't. You know, thank God, you know, the Commanders let old buddy go to Minnesota, because it would be a clear sweep. But Dexter Lawrence is better than every defensive tackle on our roster. Jalen Carter is better than every defensive tackle on our roster. Jordan Davis is better than every defensive tackle on our roster. Oh wait, the Commanders still got one fire ass
Deron Payne
DT over there, Deron Payne. So we talk about starting one tech, got the worst in the division. Love Mozzie, I think he'll turn the corner eventually. We just talk about skins on the wall and who's proving what. Mozzie Smith is the worst starting one tech in the NFC East, and the depth behind him ain't worth a damn either. So I don't know what to tell you. Oh, I'm glad you pulled this up in terms of contract.
Hold on, let me say this. Like, so I did this stat. It says DTs by acquisitions since 1995 to 2024, and it's just, you know, this is just how we acquire them. We, of course, since 1995, we only got one guy in the first round. Of course, we know who that is. 3 guys in the second round, 2 guys in the third round, 2 guys in the fourth round, 1 guy in the fifth round, 2 guys in the sixth round, 4 guys in the seventh round, and 6 guys in the undrafted free agency.
Yeah, that's some old baby back bull.
That's the old cheapest way, if I don't even know it, man.
What's crazy is even with Leon Lett, they got lucky, because Leon Lett was a 7th round pick,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So like, even then, you know, they didn't fully embrace defensive tackle, but at least they brought in Tony Casillas to go along with him. You know what I'm saying? At least they brought in a former 1st round pick for that rotation. They had Leon Lett, he developed to what he developed into. You know, they had Casillas, who had that pedigree, who just hadn't caught on in the NFL at that point. So I think even then, I'd say they made a better concerted effort than what they've done now, because we're still asking for the depth, right? We got Mozzie, we're still asking for the Tony Casillas signing here in Dallas. Who is Mozzie? Who can Mozzie talk to right now about playing one tech on this team? Who can he turn to? Absolutely nobody. In fact, Mozzie Smith is the longest tenured one tech on your team, and
he's only, and I did the video the other day, you know what I'm saying, explaining why. The reason why he's doing this because we took him in the first round, and because of his contract. Because of first rounders get what, like a 4-year with a 5th-year option. So he's lucky to get this long of an evaluation. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why we trying to temper y'all expectations, Cowboy Nation, on a guy like Jay Toia, who got a 7th round. He only got a three round, you know, a 3-year contract. And even as a 7th rounder, but like, as you can see what they did with Justin Rogers, they'll drop your ass like a fly.
Real talk. And listen, you need Justin Rogers. Honestly, you don't have the depth to be sending, you know, one takes out there to, after Pastor. So I don't know what they're doing. I'm not sure how they handle it. Now, I did hear a little birdie. Nick Harris said that they're gonna probably carry 5 defensive tackles, and the 5th ain't on the team. That what Nick Harris had said not too long ago. So we finna see what happens, but we'll find out. And when he say 5, that made me feel like, oh buddy, they picked up from the UFL ain't gonna make it.
Yeah, 3 tech. I mean, you stacked that 3 tech. My fear is they're gonna have the last guy be a small little 3 tech that it's a tweener, and ask him to be the nose. And I'm like, bro, aren't you tired of doing that? Like,
they should.
Like, you having Chauncey Golston play the nose. Like, what's next, bro? That man Chauncey Golston was he was an edge, and you over here moved him all the way to the inside because you want a budget flip.
So let me ask you a question. because he said they probably carry 5. They gonna carry three techs. They gonna carry 3. I don't give a damn because they got not Majid Smith. They got Osa Digizua, who they just paid. They just paid the big dude that looked like Dak Prescott from the Jets. Solomon Thomas, and then they brought in the boy from the UFL. Period. So they gonna those 3 probably do end up making the roster. Majid Smith is the 4th. He's the actual 1 tech. I'm guessing if you go by that math, you know, Denzel Jackson and them end up on the practice squad because nobody wants them niggas. They ain't played no football. They ain't played. So, you know, you can't just, they can't, no, other teams ain't stupid like the Dallas Cowboys. They're not going to throw the boys out there for the fuck of it. But I could see them bringing in a veteran 1 tech for camp or right after camp. Because you get to the point where a lot of these dudes, these older 1 techs, they ain't trying to go to training camp, dog. They don't like a lot of them ain't even trying to go through training camp. Like they'll work themselves into shape. You know, they've been in the league damn near 10 years. They know what the hell they doing. A lot of you guys ain't trying to go through all that. So they'll probably end up signing somebody after the second preseason game, or after the final roster cuts or some shit. We know how the Dallas Cowboys do, but I prefer for them to be aggressive. Like, give up a 6th round. Listen, we talk about a backup 1 tech. Give up a 6th round pick. Just sign Raekwon Davis. Raekwon Davis is still under 30. You could bring him in. He got some experience. He played on a championship team with Alabama. He wasn't half bad, you know, when we watched him with the Colts last year. Me and Boss had watched the boy. He's not going to be a starter, and I'm not asking him to be.
I mean, I mean, that's why
take snaps from Mozzie. That's all I want you to do.
I mean, you're right. Like we trying to get in here. We trying to. I don't know. Like, I mean, I would love for them to bring in somebody better than Mozzie. You know, make Mozzie be the second. You know, that's just perfect. But we know they want Mozzie to be the. They want him to be the guy. That's their guy. So it's like, my thing is, you're right. Bring somebody else. I want somebody in here better than Jay Toia. And I don't know. I'm just hearing a lot of, you know, chatter. I don't know. I hate when people be like, man, Jay Toia can come in there and actually he can. You tell me he can't just go in there and be a push. I'm telling you, no, he can't come in there and just be a push. Like, we're the only team in the entire league that does shit like this, and it pisses me off. We're the only one that put the hands of that into a rookie 7th round DT. I don't care how much he failed. How much he failed. And he had flaws on film. But if Mozzie couldn't do it his first year, why are you asking somebody with a lower pedigree to do it as well? That's my thing. That if y'all don't do nothing else, if you're gonna come in here and say, man, Jason, we are better than Mozzie coming in, dog, I don't know. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know about all that.
I don't know.
If he was better than Mozzie, if he was a better prospect than Mozzie, he would have won in the first round. Matter of fact, let me piggyback on what you were saying. Who was a better prospect between Mozzie Smith and Jordan Davis?
Jordan Davis.
Okay, what did Jordan Davis do his first year?
They pushed him down the roster. They ain't do shit.
He ain't do a damn.
They got
thing.
Ndamukong Suh and they brought in Linval Joseph.
Exactly. So the point is, like, if these first round defensive tackles, you know, across the board, we talk about 1 tech. Y'all might throw out like an Aaron Donald who was a 3. Yeah. Tweening his damn self.
He
might
throw
out Ndamukong. He can play 1 now. No, don't get it up. But we know his bread and butter was
Cocoa Puff built that.
Yeah. Hey, that's a big one.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, so my thing is, he said where's landlord at work, man, he had some stuff to do. Nefarious is not here. It's just drunk takes.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, landlord somewhere at a secret location making weapons of mass destruction, man. So FBI, come find this nigga. he ain't up to no good.
But yeah, like, you're right with D tackle. We just do things differently here in Dallas. We was finna be okay with wide receiver 2 because we was like, you know what I'm saying? We was finna be okay. We didn't, as a nation, we didn't let that be okay. But running back, I don't know why everybody's like, oh, give the rookies a chance, man. Damn that, boy. Like, give the rookies a chance.
You want to talk about it now? That's a good segue. This is a good segue for this Jaydon Blue shit. right, dog. So listen, this is the off season, man. We gotta take everything with a grain of salt, right? We gotta take every single thing with a grain of salt. Because this man that said this stuff, he was a former assistant coach. He's not with the Dallas Cowboys anymore. You know what I'm saying? And he don't know Jaydon Blue. This is some hearsay. This is what he said he heard. So Smith is the coach in question. He used to be like a quality control coach or an offensive assistant coach, some shit like that back in the early 2000s for the Dallas Cowboys. Mm-hmm. Smith said that the coaches with Cowboys have expressed that Blue is borderline lazy and that the team is not thrilled with his work habits. That isn't a great sign for a fifth-round pick who is not only trying to earn a role on the offense, but also make the roster. Blue was part of OTAs and rookie minicamp, but there haven't been any reports of him working with the first team yet, and this could explain why. And then, of course, Jaydon Blue, who is a YN, taking time out of my laughing my ass off, taking time out your day to make a fake article about me for attention, laughing face. He says Cap. Smith reported this. Did I send you his scouting, the little excerpt from the scouting report? Okay, so to be fair to Smith, I'm gonna be fair to both parties right real quick. So to be fair to Smith, there were questions about if Jaydon Blue would be a good pro that were voiced in his scouting report coming out of Texas, right? I will be very transparent about that, right? And I'm going to read partially what it says, right? Because they don't diminish his ability to play football or anything. They just said there might be some maturity issues. The nigga he just turned 21, like he's a kid,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like not everybody is going to be at the same level of maturity at different times. Y'all would probably hate me if you met me when I was 20 years old. I am not the same nigga that I used to be. I am changed for the better.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord. Matter of fact, this is our subject. Have y'all ever went back when y'all were like in high school or stuff and look at your old posts and tweets like, what the fuck was I on? Like I've done that, and like, you know what, I would have hated 16-year-old me. But that's neither here nor there, dog. But point being, that's right. I'm supposed to be reading this nigga scouting report. I'm getting all off subject. I'm getting old, man. Getting old. All right, here we go. Overall, Blue is a threat to make a house call at any point, especially as a receiving weapon out the backfield. But NFL scouts say he may need time to learn what it takes to be a professional. His dynamic talent can upgrade a backfield. Now, these were maturity issues that were, suggested by Brugler, during the drafting process. You know what I'm saying? And to be fair to Jaydon Blue, right? If he plays good football, nobody will give a fuck. This is Dallas. Yeah. Like, remember we had the White House? Remember Michael Irvin riding around here with hookers and powder. Mm-hmm. We had players throwing shit at Jerry Jones. You know what I'm saying? Like, the people forget the 90 Cowboys were fucking savages.
But I saw an article the other day, man. Me and my white boy, when they brought the barber in and they didn't have so they brought like the nearest black barber and the offensive lineman got in the chair, and then Michael Irvin came in there and said, "Hey man, seniority." And the offensive lineman looked dead in his face. He said, "Yeah, start my cut." You know what I'm saying? He said, "Start my cut," because he crazy. That man said seniority. That man grabbed the trimmers and stabbed the man.
I remember that shit. And there was a settlement. Michael Irvin did no jail time. He's like, you catch too many touchdowns to go to jail.
That should show you right now in Dallas Cowboy land. You catch so many touchdowns, you'll get away with almost what, murder? That's not murder, but attempted murder. Like
attempted murder.
That's attempted.
I mean, like you stabbed a nigga, so
in the head now, in the head. Like so.
Yeah. So
yeah, like,
and then like just think about some of the things that have transpired in Dallas, and nobody cares because you score touchdowns. Just go and think about all the stuff. I'm not gonna put no names with anything, but just think about the kind of stuff that was going on in Dallas No, especially in the 90s and in the heyday. We had a whole bunch of characters, not a whole bunch of good decisions a lot of times. Nobody cared. Nobody cared. So my only advice to Jaydon Blue, go out there, break a couple of runs, be a good citizen. Nobody gonna give a fuck.
They won't.
Even listen, I'm not saying it's true because this is he say, she say. Even if it's true, nobody is going to care if he scores touchdowns and makes plays.
Prove me wrong.
So,
but my only thing I would say, take away from that article, like it may have been a lot of, what I'm saying, cap in the article. Sure, they may put 100 on 10, lazy and everything like that. I will say this: all of y'all who's putting these high expectations on the kid, you should be nervous. I'm gonna be honest with you. You should be nervous from this article, just from the one sentence saying in OTAs he wasn't getting one reps. Like that's my thing, and yeah, that may be a reason, but also like Brian Broaddus was reporting which is an actual legitimate reason why he couldn't get reps, is he's having trouble like with knowing his assignment, knowing the plays, picking up the playbook, and also just pass protecting even though they ain't got pads on. But if he can't pick up the playbook, you know what I'm saying, maybe it may not be because he's lazy, or maybe it could be, but the problem is he's not picking up the playbook and he was not getting one's reps. And my thing is this, for all you people who had high expectations that was yelling at me saying that, oh, he's going to be the next Tony Dorsett, the next Emmett, I was telling you, no, the hell he ain't. You know what I'm saying? And you should be nervous. Me, I did not have high expectations for the kid. I want him to blow my initial expectations out the water. But I'm just saying is this, bro. Like, he is a rookie at the end of the day, and he's going to have to earn his rep. You know what I'm saying?
This is the thing for me. I have proper expectations for everybody depending on where you're drafted at. He's a 5th round pick. My expectation for Jaydon Blue is to make the team. That for real. That's my expectation for Jaydon Blue. You are a 5th round pick. And you know what? That's sort of the issue with Dallas. In the minds of the fans and the way that things have been ran and operated, everybody makes the fucking team.
Yeah.
And not only do they make the team, they expect you to play and play well. That is a horrible mindset to have. That's a horrible philosophy to have. That's not great team building. Right? The fact that your running back room is so average and underwhelming that a 5th round pick who never actually won the starting job at his school, right?
Mm-hmm. Never.
And you're putting all these responsibilities and you're putting all these grand expectations on him, and he's probably guaranteed to make the team. That just tells you how bad your running back room is. Like, let me ask you a question. If Jaydon Blue was drafted by the Philadelphia Eagles, is there 100% guarantee that he makes the roster? With all the guys they got over there, they got Saquon, they got Will Shipley already. Mm-hmm. They got. Is there a 100% guarantee that Gainwell? Is there 100% guarantee that he makes the roster over there with Philly?
They may bring him in as just like an auxiliary, special teams, but
he probably on the practice squad.
You know what I'm saying? And
get called up.
Exactly.
All right, let's go around. Let's just go around. Like 100%. Like, I put my life on the line. Let's go around. Is there 100% guarantee he would make the team with the Chargers? They went and got Marvin Hampton. They got Najee Harris. They got the other boy over there. Is there 100% guarantee that he would make the team over there?
No, it's not. It's not.
All right. What about with the Ravens? With Derrick Henry getting all those reps, and then they already got they scat.
Justice Hill, right? Is his name?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No. I don't think so.
So that's the point. Like, there is very few places damn sure ain't gonna be in Buffalo. Buffalo got like 50 running backs, and James Cook is a great running back.
Ray Davis, right?
Yeah, like out of Memphis. Yeah, mm-hmm. Like they got a bunch of running backs that could probably start in Dallas. And you don't know about them because James Cook gets all the carries. But point being, most teams that are well ran and they're actually contending, they got that running back shit sold up. There's not a guarantee that Jaydon Blue will make all these rosters. I'm not saying that he wouldn't. I'm not saying that he couldn't play so well that he would break some rosters. But when you talk about these top tier teams, these playoff teams, they actually got legitimate running backs and running back rooms put together. It's not a 100% guarantee that Jaydon Blue would make it. And we talk about him being week 1, day 1 starter, going to fucking Philly. Crowd noise. They throwing shit. They talking crazy.
Super Bowl.
They raise the banners and they drunk. And
they getting drunk on a September. You finna get all this energy.
And this little 5th round pick rookie, and he really is little. You know, this 5th round pick rookie supposed to just meet Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter in the A gap. That's what you telling me? That's your plan?
No,
all right, nigga.
Let somebody know he gonna outrun him. Nah, but you said he's gonna be Tony Dorsett. You told me. You told me he was gonna be Emmett. Yeah. Tony. So y'all need to turn on the film. You know what I'm saying? YouTube is free. Tony Dorsett wouldn't just run away from people. Tony Dorsett would run through some MF's arms. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't afraid. You know what I'm saying? He was a better version of Tony Pollard. You know what I'm saying? Like,
facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's levels to this. And here's the thing. And I just had this idea. I wish you could have found the graphic. You remember this graphic too. Remember they showed the graphic of all the people who took running backs in this past draft and how everybody ended up bringing an outside free agent to help compete. Like, even I think the only team that didn't do it was probably the Raiders. Because, I mean, I'm not – if I got Ashton Genty, man, everybody could kick rocks. But the second best running back, as in the Chargers, man, they didn't stop bringing in running backs.
Najee Harris. They didn't want to let J.K. Dobbins go. They put a tender on J.K. Dobbins. And then you know the
Denver Broncos, they got my guy RJ Harvey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And they got J.K. Dobbins too.
And they got J.K. They let Javonte walk. And they got another. They brought in two. I think they brought in 2 injury-prone running backs. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the stuff I'm talking about. Like, we do things a little bit different. You feel me? So, like we brought in some help, but the guys we brought in were. It's not on the caliber of what they brought in. They brought in guys to obviously compete with the rookie, like Najee Harris and Amarion Hampton, and maybe a far battle. You feel me? But hey, RJ Harvey's job ain't secure over there in Denver. It ain't.
So they already got a running back to do similar things to him. He played pretty good. McLaughlin. Yep. That's yeah. But so he pretty explosive back. You know, that's one of the reasons why Javonte Williams ain't get all them carries. They already got a little shifty dude they could throw the ball to. But that's the point, man. Like, the Dallas Cowboys don't, and you know, I hope that this changes over time now that Shotty is here, because we don't really foster competition like that. Because you just think about it. Like,
who is the competition? Are you paying attention to? Like, because like I think like we finna get ready to push this, like, because everybody, you know, it is camp next week. There is some battles next week that if it goes one way, like, I'm afraid like that's gonna be like the levy of like, oh shoot, here goes them with the, you know what I'm saying? Like, for me, I'm gonna be honest with you. You sound like a hater. That tight end position to me is up for grabs.
It just depends to me. I mean, I believe the second tight end position is up for grabs because I think Shotty is going to run a lot more 2 tight end sets than we have in the past. But this is the thing for me when it comes to like an established player. There is absolutely nothing that they can do in preseason that will trump what Jake Ferguson did in that playoff game against the Green Bay Packers. He the only nigga that showed up, had like 2-3 touchdowns. He showed grit. You know what I'm saying? And when you actually have something like that on your resume and your biggest supporter is the quarterback, like, it's hard for me to say that you get supplanted. You know what I'm saying? But everybody else, like Luke Schoonmaker, I know you were a 2nd round pick. What have you done to be tight end number 2? No. What has he done to be tight end number 2 besides get drafted? You know what I'm saying? The same thing with anybody else to be on the roster. Rebel span forward. I like you. You know, you look bigger. You know, boss gave you the step of approval. You've been working. You've been out here working. You know, I heard great things about you. You ain't did shit. Last time I seen you were dropping touchdowns in the end zone, my nigga. So there is absolutely nothing, you know, stop me from having a fair, open competition with everybody. It's just at this point, dog, Jake Ferguson in a contract year, you already got skins on the wall, and Dak Prescott his main guy, and Dak Prescott, that nigga, eyes be lighting up. We talk about Jake Ferguson. Oh man, Jay.
The boy said, man, Jay, the boy. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. I really got my eye on Jake. I got my eye on Jake. I do, because one, as we know, like, it's his contract year. I'm already looking at him sideways because, like,
exactly,
you ain't really did none of this entire contract besides the 1 year. You feel me? And then two, I'm already questioning you because you're blocking. If so, the tight ends behind you block better than you. If they can get a little bit right with, you know what I'm saying? If Brevin Spanford can get a little bit more coordinated. If Schoonmaker, which is a long shot, if he can finally wake up, it is a long shot. But like, why I'm saying the tight end position is up for grabs is because it's gonna be open all goddamn season. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who we got on the outside, the middle of the field gonna be open all damn season. So like, I think the biggest spotlight of who we gonna see who clearly effing up is gonna be the tight end position. We gonna be like, damn, you can't beat the damn. The linebacker, the Mike,
the wheel,
he turned like this. He got to turn like this to cover.
He wasn't even supposed to be in coverage. He was blitzing, and he just saw the play last second.
And like, you know what I'm saying? And like, I'm talking about the man turned his hip like this, and then started moving. like it's NCAA. You know what I'm saying? So like,
boy,
it's gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be I'm gonna be very much so having my eye on what's going on in there. So. And then, like, another position group, obviously, we already talked about the running backs. But, shoot, maybe, like, I say the edge room, I'm kind of scared of for sure. Because the edge room is deep. But my only thing is this, like, we know how the Cowboys get. We know how the fan base gets when we get, like, a new person in here. And I don't want to get somebody who's already like, I don't want the Dorrance Armstrong effect happening again. I don't want that to happen again. I don't want us to make that same mistake. You feel me?
Yeah. And this is the thing. We knew Dorrance Armstrong wasn't like that, though. But man, I like Dorrance Armstrong. He a high effort. He a high motor guy. You need guys like that on the team. But he was not a natural sack getter. You know, he lived off of the fact that he was the cleanup man. Like, other guys that were getting chased into his vicinity, and you know they chased him into the weight.
He'll fall on. You know, he the type, if he get 3 sacks in the game, they all have sacks.
Yeah, he gonna get one full sack and like two assists. He gonna trip somebody on that.
Like he gonna fall on top. You know, like he that type.
Like he around the ball. And you know he was a good effort player, and they did some stuff with him on special teams. He had that touchdown catch on special teams that one time for no apparent reason. Like, we didn't need it for the game. That's how you know the Dallas Cowboys be in their bag when they just be pulling out the trick plays and shit on special teams. Like, oh, they feeling it. I know we feeling it.
So let's transition to a position group that we got a bunch of storylines on. I wish Landlord was here, man.
Is it wide receiver?
Nah, actually, it's the we're gonna talk about corner.
Your boy.
We're gonna talk about the corner. We got a bunch of storylines at corner. You feel me? And we gonna start with. I'm gonna say this. I don't like what's happening over there, and this is what I'm talking about. We be happy with the new toys and everything, the new players coming in, and we be pushing out. You know what I'm saying? We be treating the ones we have in here wrong. So. The cornerback room we're going to talk about for a long time right here.
I mean, listen. Them niggas hurt. Like, you gotta take different parts and pieces and patch them together to get one fully functioning corner. And listen, if the cornerback room was completely healthy, it might be your strongest or your second strongest room. You know, like, I think your wide receiver room is great with the addition of Pickens, and I think it's a similar thing with your cornerback room. Like, very few teams can field 2 all-pro corners at one time. The Dallas Cowboys can do that when Trayvon Diggs and the run blend both play. Right? Mm-hmm. The issue is, I don't know when Trayvon Diggs is going to come back. I don't know when Siobhan Rebel, your 3rd round pick, is going to come back. I don't know how healthy Kalen Carson is, even though they're trying to tell me he's fully healthy.
Right.
I gotta actually see him run around and hit people. I know Josh Butler's not healthy. I know that for a fact because I follow his Instagram story. He got injured so late. He's behind Trayvon Diggs in them in the recovery process. So who's healthy? Who's going to be able to play? You got. There's going to be situations you got to put 4 corners on the field. I don't know if you got it like that. You got to put 4 niggas on the field to play football and cover people. Who are they? We got to go dime. Who we going dime with? This is a real question. What's your dime package right now? If you can't count on the guy that injured, let's say all the injured guys are still injured. Week 1, what's your dime package?
Shoot, I mean, of course it's gonna be Bland. Maybe.
And where you're playing them, we got to throw that in.
Bland gonna have to play outside. No, and Dime and Bland, get your ass in the inside. I ain't gonna lie, he gonna have to be inside. For the outside, I feel like Elam is better as an outside corner. Who else is on the roster? We got. They talking about like Savon Ravel. He gonna be back, so I'll have him out there on the outside. If not him, we still got Izzy.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm treating everybody that had knee anything. If you had knee surgery, I'm not counting you.
Yeah, Elam, Easy, Bland. This is one more. I really don't. I think Carson is healthy. I really do. I think he is healthy. Shit, because he missed a lot of games last year, so he should have been either rehabbing some type of that. So I think
he needed to miss more.
I think he gonna. I think he may surprise us because like he was getting beat last year, but it was mainly like after the catch and everything like that. I think he gonna surprise us, but. My thing is this, like you bring up a very good point. And this is why, like, I don't like the actions of the Cowboys right now. Like, we need another corner for sure. Like, I don't know what they're doing. At least rent something. Maybe Gilmore is on speed out because Gilmore like I ain't doing no damn camp. Hey, book my flight to Dallas. For Frisco. I ain't going to no damn California. So why are you mistreating the guys on your roster right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I got my gripes on Diggs and everything like that, but I'm gonna be honest. We gonna get into. I don't like how they be doing the guys that take discounts, and this is why we be preaching to everybody why you don't take a discount in Dallas, because actually the moment you do that the Cowboys will use that as leverage and they'll pimp you out later on. Like,
ask Jaden Smith.
Ask Jalen Smith. Who else? Ask Tyron Smith. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, they did Tyron so dirty.
They did him so dirty.
He signed a death row contract.
That boy was on, but that boy signed a Scottie Pippen contract, man. That boy was making
10 years. He signed. It was like damn near a 10-year deal. How long that nigga deal was?
Like 8 years. That's a 10-year deal. Making $1 million, man. That man was like, man, I ain't gonna play this year. But you know what I'm saying? So this is why we be telling them, get your money. This is why it's important that this is another reason why I don't think they're good at being business. If you want the
8 years, it was 8 years, $109 million in 2014. They signed that man for the rest of his life.
8 years? That's a damn shame. And as a kid, I'm like, oh, damn, we got it for a long time, not knowing like, dog, that was a terrible idea. Especially with him being the top left tackle for all them years. You know how much money he left out on? Even though he good, you know what I'm saying? But like, this is what I'm talking about. This is the aspect of it. If you gonna want discounts from your player when you go to the negotiation table, you gotta have a good track record of doing right by your players to doing that. And that's what people and that's what Cowboy Nation don't understand. We be wanting everybody to sign a damn discount, but not knowing you signing a discount, they gonna F you over later on. They gonna do your ass dirty. You know what I'm saying? They gonna ship you out of here. They gonna, like, Amari Cooper took a damn discount for us. Y'all forgot. Hey, Washington threw the damn bag on him. It was like 4 years.
Signed back with Dallas for less money.
Less money, and they did him dirty.
Traded him away.
Matter
of fact, they traded Amari Cooper so early in the contract. He was on the contract we gave him for all this time.
For 2 teams.
like for real, like the contract we gave him just expired this offseason. Like he played all the other teams. When he played with the Browns, he played with the Bills. It was on the same contract Dallas Cowboys gave him. All they did was restructure his ass. Oh, but that's another thing when you take discounts for the Dallas Cowboys. For fucking what?
For what?
They don't ever spend them. They don't spend the money on nobody else.
They'll never spend it.
I will understand if you took less, and like if you were Tom Brady, you took less. You understood it because they bring people in. They bring in guys on the defense. They go get another corner. They go get a defensive tackle. They gonna go get a running back or some shit. They gonna listen. There used to be a trope. They used to have a meme that said, if Bill Belichick calls you about a player, you need to hang up immediately and think why you ain't use that player right. There used to be a meme floating around because they used to go crazy, just picking guys up and refurbishing them, give them a little bit of money to play over there. You can't trust them. You don't trust the Dallas Cowboys to do shit like that. You don't trust them. I would give the Kansas City Chiefs a discount to play with Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, and I know we're going to bring somebody in. Think about all the wide – since Tyreek Hill left and they got rid of him, look at how many wide receivers they brought in. They brought in D-Hop. They brought in Hollywood Brown. Mm-hmm. They brought in Juju Smith-Schuster. They drafted Xavier Worthy. They drafted the boy from Clemson. They drafted Rasheed Rice too from SMU. Mm-hmm. They drafted the boy from Clemson. They just released him because that shit ain't work out. Sky Moore, he ain't work out, but they drafted him, second round pick.
They trying.
Like they swinging.
They trying.
Swinging for the fence.
They trying. Shout out to Jay Tuck. He on right now. He just said it the other day. I think the moment we signed DeMarcus Lawrence and they promised DeMarcus Lawrence they was gonna keep Randy Gregory, and they botched the whole deal with Randy Gregory. If y'all remember, we had like a handshake deal. But we came to the table and they switched it up on him, and guess what? He lost to the damn Broncos. Like that's what we doing. That's what we're dealing with here. And this is the stuff I'm talking about that I hate. This is what I hate. And I already knew this was coming because the moment they spent the whole third round pick when Caleb Johnson's on that board, and already drafted some corners last year and already traded for some. I'm like, dog. I said it last year. There's a possibility we're gonna lose both our corners this offseason.
It's a possibility when you think about it, because DeRon Bland, you got that slide with DeRon Bland and his money.
Oh yeah, hold on, not that. There you go.
Yeah, so DeRon Bland, like, remember this is also we talk about contracts in general. The Dallas Cowboys should have been done gave DeRon Bland a little god off a deal, like with the moment the offseason start. Like for real,
You're right.
Coming off a down year, he's injured in the last year of his contract. This boy was a 5th round pick. You should have came with that man before all the other deals got done. You could have came and gave that man some money. But now I'm an all-pro. I've been leading the league in interceptions since I got drafted. Hey, you know what's crazy? The last year that he was fully healthy was 2023. Do you know, in comparison, because they always say that, DeRon Bland gives up plays. I say it too, because he was getting his ass cooked a couple of those games. Yeah, but in comparison, in 2023, guess what the difference between in his coverage and pass returns was?
What?
1 touchdown and 1 yard. That's it. He gave up 1 more touchdown than Pat Surtain. He gave up 1 more yard than Pat Surtain in 2023. Pat Surtain gave up 660 yards. DeRon Bland gave up 661. Pat Surtain gave up 3 touchdowns. DeRon Bland gave up 4. It ain't much of a difference. You talk about J.C. Horn. J.C. Horn gave up 6 touchdowns this year, and he got a $25 million contract.
J.C. Horn ain't played.
Yeah, this is his first year playing a full year, first and foremost. So J.C. Horn been hurt. And listen, as bad as people want to say DeRon Bland is in coverage, he's a pick artist. He ain't never gave up 6 touchdowns in the season. So when you talk about the guys ahead of him on this money train, his shit stacks up. Sauce Gardner, amazing coverage corner, only got 3 interceptions on his first career. We didn't pay Byron Jones based on that. So really, when I'm the Dallas Cowboys, my thing is this: what gets you paid in Dallas? I'm not saying that you should have paid Byron Jones, but the gripe that you had with Byron Jones was the nigga didn't get interceptions, right? Mm-hmm. And you didn't pay him. Now DeRon Bland has a record-setting amount of interceptions, and you're talking about not paying him for some cover shit. You just be looking for excuses not to pay niggas.
Exactly. Say it again. Yeah, you looking for excuses.
You looking for an excuse not to pay people. It's not really about none of that.
It ain't nobody got more excuses than somebody, a nigga that owe you, boy. I tell you that. Where my money at?
Oh, my mama.
Oh, man, look, man, the bridge fell, you know what I'm saying? And your dollar was under the damn bridge, you feel me? What you mean? No, nigga, where my money at? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, playing with my money is like playing with my emotions. Like, you fuck with me, Smokey? You feel me? So that's what I'm afraid of. Like, because they over here pushing out the guy they got the discount from, over here getting mad because he didn't work out with your guys when he was. I mean, I understand it, but to me, I'm one-sided. Here in Dallas, that shit getting old to me, because we already lost a damn superstar off that stupid ass saying anyway. We lost Luka because of that dumb ass shit. I ain't gonna lie. Because you wasn't working out with my man. F your damn trainer, boy. I'm here. You feel me? And like you can get the reports from him, like straight like that. And look, Trayvon, I just want him to get healthy. Like, y'all pushing him out. This is like, it's a very ugly situation. Very ugly situation. I expect him to get traded somewhere at the deadline. They're gonna trade him for a 6th rounder because they can't trade to save their damn life. And it's like
at all.
They can't trade to save their life. I didn't want to make this a race thing, but like, does it seem like they always do this to the black players? They take a discount.
Nah, they fuck Zack Martin too. That man had to hold out twice. Matter of fact, pull up the list. Pull up the list of the contract negotiations.
But we're forgetting Zack Martin skipped the line.
He skipped the line
twice.
But at the same,
and he retired on their ass.
Good. Because they don't do nobody right. You also got to think, let's keep it real. We ain't had a bunch of good white players to have this conversation about. Leighton Vander Esch, if he had stayed healthy, he would have been fucked over. But his neck gave out on him, so he took whatever they gave him.
I mean, but you know what I'm saying? I mean, his neck. I'm talking about like I think everybody else, if you ain't this, I hate to make this conversation. You get to walk out on your own power. I will say that. You know what I'm saying?
Did Cole Beasley walk out on his own power, or did they fuck him too?
I don't think he on this caliber of players we talking about. Cole Beasley was a dog.
We ain't got no good white players, man. We ain't got no good white players.
Witten got to walk out and come back.
I guess Witten. I guess Witten would be the one. I think Witten is the one. What about Sean? How did Sean go out?
On his own power. I think he just retired. He bowed out. His hamstring, there wasn't nothing left on that chicken bone.
He played until he disintegrated. So you might be right, because I'm thinking about right now. I really forgot we even had good white players on the team.
Right now.
Because like you said, Witten left, came back. They let Witten get away with murder. So I say that you might be right.
Romo, of course his spot got taken, but that was more of the fans taking that. He got to bow out on his own, you know what I'm saying, his own power.
Kinda, because that
the big thing, like the one they
I was gonna say for Romo, remember they didn't release his rights until after free agency. You remember they didn't give Tony Romo opportunity to sign with another team. They didn't process his shit in time.
He probably didn't want to go. He didn't want to go to nobody else.
He had offers too, for what I heard
from the Giants.
You gotta ask West about the story. He got the details better than I do. I mean, also Romo is an essay. He's his people probably beefing with Trump right now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I'm just saying. Yeah. Let's see. Sean Lee, damn sure. So you're right. They probably do, because I forgot about Sean Lee and Jason Witten. Like, those are the two outliers. They just don't happen to be of the Caucasian persuasion.
It just seems like so many. It doesn't really hit you. Like, cause like, man, they did Dez wrong. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
they did Dez wrong. I think everybody got to hold out though. Like if it comes down to money, they'll fuck.
No,
like,
I'm talking about
it's our time to pay. When it's time to pay, like when you that guy, you know, when you that guy, you get away with murder. And Jason Witten was they guy.
I'm talking about like
they love Jason.
Well, I'm talking about with that being a stipulation, and especially if you take a discount, like they gonna do you wrong if you take a discount.
Jason did not take a discount though.
He didn't.
No,
the only two
Jason
people,
Witten got
who the only players
Jason Witten got paid.
Who the only players that took a discount? Did Tank take a discount? Tank,
Tank.
He did. Remember because he wanted Randy Gregory.
The second time, not on that first contract.
Okay, and down the first one.
I'll talk about when he got paid. Remember, he held out. He got franchise tag twice. They did DeMarcus Lawrence so dirty. He got franchise tag twice, and then he had to threaten to have surgery right before the season started to get his contract.
Well, yeah, you said this list right here.
Listen, I was saying they fuck everybody. They fuck Dez. Matter of fact, this is about the contract negotiations in general. You remember Dez was fresh off the 2014 season. He had just
led the league in touchdowns in a season.
Yes,
that's insane.
Yes, and you up here talking. Remember, Dez was out here talking like Jerry Jones was sending away. He'll trade his ass and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We just talked about Tank, about him getting franchise tag twice. And listen, I know he never did it again, but the nigga had 25 sacks in a 2 year. He had 25 sacks in a 2 year stretch.
Right.
And you didn't want to pay the man. He had to hold out and threaten you and all this other stuff. Zeke had to take his ass out the country. Zeke had to get on a plane and leave.
Cabo.
In the sands of Cabo. You out this bitch talking about Zeke who? Zeke who? Then Amari Cooper. No, Dak Prescott.
Oh my God.
Prescott bet on himself twice. 2019, 2020 when 2019 came out, and he did Dak dirty. He was 1 yard short of having the record for most passing yards in the season, and you set his ass down because you were in a contract negotiation with him. You didn't want to be negotiating with the Dallas Cowboys all-time passing leader for yards in the season. You didn't want him to have that on his resume, so you set the nigga down so he couldn't finish out the game. He went out there in 2020, broke his motherfucking leg, trying to carry a garbage ass team you put around him. Then franchise tagged him again, so you actually gave him the contract,
which is dumb.
Amari Cooper, you traded that boy for a blanket. I think the blanket had smallpox, nigga. You didn't even trade it for no good blanket, man. That motherfucker tone worn down. You did that man any kind of way, dog. Let's see who else on this list, man. Zack. We just talked about Zack. Zack held out twice. Folks don't talk about it. They didn't play with Zack that long. Like Zack held out like a day or two, and that shit they deaded that shit quick. Dak Prescott this year, you signed this nigga right before kickoff.
That's his fourth time on this list, by the way.
You signed Dak Prescott before kickoff of the season opener.
On the Sunday, I'm talking about the game at 3. I didn't get the notification until I got to church, and I go to 11 a.m. service. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, then CeeDee Lamb had to hold out. So this is the thing, Micah a good dude, because I burnt this bitch down playing with my money. Like Micah Parsons, we talking about $40 million, dog. You up here playing with me?
But what? Like it's really insane what's going on with Micah. Like he said they should have paid him last year, man. Like I don't know.
Should have paid him last year.
I mean, what's the other slide you had?
Oh, Terrell Owens, hell nah. They did not let T.O. leave under his own power.
Hell no.
They barely wanted him here. Oh yeah, this is Micah Parsons, what he deserves. Because this is his pass rushing grades and everything since coming into the league. He got the second best pass rushing grade, the second best win rate, and he got the highest pressure rate. Number 7 player and the number 2 edge in the league. Number 7 player, top 10 player, second best edge in the National Football League. You don't think he deserved $42 million? And listen, TJ Watt busted niggas all across their head. He only got a 3-year deal. $123 million for 3 years of work, and then I can spend the block. He can come back to the table in 2 years. He can come back to the table in 2 years and reset the market again if he's still balling like he is.
I think he's gonna be out of here in a little bit. I think he's gonna see the sunset. I ain't gonna lie. That's just me.
How old is TJ?
Did he come in? He didn't come in like he came in like shortly after his brother, right? Jay?
He's 30.
Yeah.
So he got like, it depends, man. He got about 2, 3, 4 years. Yeah. He already had 100. He already had 108 sacks. Shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like he gonna be.
Like, what more can he do besides win a Super Bowl? Yeah. He's been Defensive Player of the Year. He's been an All-Pro. He's made 7 Pro Bowls. There's nothing else nigga can do. He's six-time All-Pro. The only thing missing from his resume, because they don't give MVPs to defensive players, but the only thing missing from his resume is a Super Bowl at this point. So
yeah, it's gonna be very interesting next week. It was actually, if we didn't get Donovan Ezeraku done, funny enough, yesterday we was finna have like 3 defensive ends not being able to at the start of camp because Micah, Donovan, but he got signed, and then also something about Sam Williams and he's still hurt as well. I don't know, like.
I know Micah said he was coming.
He's still coming. I don't know if he's gonna participate though. I don't know if he's gonna practice.
Well, it'd be cool if he just pull up with the contracts waiting for his ass.
I hopefully so. I'm really tired of this. This whole they do the same thing every year. It's like a torturing process that they gotta do for their players, like some type of ritual. It's annoying. We over here do the same rigmarole. They tell them how we dealing with this money. He said he wanted to get the money done last year. They would say we focus on Dak and CeeDee. And if we're gonna do the same thing next year, because who got to pay next year? We should add it to the slide. But Tyler Smith finna get paid because what's his name got paid? Trey Smith from the Kansas City, and he way better than that boy, right there. So yeah. Yeah.
Man, this shit crazy. Dog, I need to know. Training camp. We talked about the running back room, and we talked about that being a camp battle. We talked about cornerback. Who you think gonna win the green dot?
Oh, that's a very good question. Ooh. Linebacker room is gonna be very much so paying attention to. Green dot. I don't know. We got some versatile linebackers. So, like, my first thought, who I want to win is Maris, because I think he's smart enough, and he got enough trigger, and he got enough strength to do it. If Kenneth Murray can like, if Eberflus can fix his mental, he can see it. I think he's your guy, and you let Maris be your off ball. People saying Jack Sanborn, I don't think it's Jack. Jack gonna be the backup. Jack can see it, but he ain't moving. He can't get there. Like, and our linebacker room is gonna be is stacked. And my thing is this: there's nothing you can say to me to say that Jack is finna like improve, besides like him being another year older, because the man is in Eberflus's linebacker school the last 2 to 3 years, and he couldn't get on there. And I think we're more talented here. And like the linebacker room gonna be good because we still got Overshown coming back, but I think Overshown's gonna be your wheel. But who's my pick?
Whenever he comes back.
Yeah, who's my pick is Maris. Maris is my pick.
Fuck it, I'm down. Listen, if they can do it, I ain't tripping. I mean,
I wouldn't be mad if Kenneth Murray is it. I would not be mad if it's Kenneth Murray because he got some raw ability. But I know Maris is smart enough and he powerful enough. He gonna come meet your ass in that hole. What's good, JVB boy?
Salute to JVB boy in the building, man. Yeah, I'm looking at it. They talking up Jack Sanborn. The most tackles this nigga ever had in the season is 65, and that's combined. That's assists and solo tackles.
That boy what I'm saying? That's combined. Nah.
He only had 35 tackles last year.
He barely played. He that's the thing, and everyone's just so excited for him. I think he's a great rotational piece. Like keyword rotation, even special teams, but like, I don't want
career special team. He got 19 career starts. And in a span over 3 years. He only had 3 last year. He had 6 the year before. It's not like he's a guy that has been consistently good or been consistently relied on.
I will say this: if competition exists or persists, man, there may be a route where he don't even make it on the field because there's guys behind him I like.
Like who are the linebackers down the depth chart that you like?
I already said Kenneth Murray.
Don't say Damone Clark though.
That's somebody we need to pay attention to. I'm telling you.
Pay attention to what? Getting packed up?
Look, man, he know the writing. I would never doubt a desperate man. I will never doubt a desperate man. And unlike Sanborn, even though this is the Cowboys, Clark does have run.
Athleticism. Yeah, he can move.
The problem with Clark is he just can't see it. And if
he never sees it. Listen, he looks slow because he be so fucking lost. But when he actually sees it, he gets there.
That boy controller died. That boy controller died.
Like, nigga, he's right there. He's right.
He's like, I can't.
But see, I gotta stop acting like this shit is easy. Cause like we see, I want people to understand this. From our perspective, we see everything. We watch this shit on TV. Them niggas don't see everything that's happening. We got guys moving. There's a big ass defensive line in front of them. You don't always see everything, and you got your own responsibilities out there when you're playing linebacker. You got coverage responsibilities and you got gap responsibilities that you got to, account for when you're out there. So there might be some shit to come up behind you, but dog, I see the play action. I gotta get down here and fill the hole. I gotta beat the running back. I don't see this slant happening behind me, dog. I'm sorry. I got 2 things I'm responsible for.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it is instinctual. That's why, like I said, we got to take into account this Eberflus effect. Like, linebacker is all about keys. You know what I'm saying? If a guards are pulling 8 times out of 10, it's a run. If you got the exotic, they can do, play action out of a pulling guard, but like fill it in, you know what I'm saying? Like scrape, do what you got to do. I think that's Damone Clark's problem. It's the processing part. Like he can see it. He can't register in his mind, but like, yeah, nigga, go right, nigga, go right. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Versus like, so like that's why I know it's OTAs, but what I'm seeing is like he's pretty much kissing up to the coaches and like doing everything because he know like this is his last chance. Also, pay attention to the rookie. Funny enough, Shamar James, I saw some film on him. He plays just like Overshown. So
really,
like he's like, as far as coming down, he ain't powerful like Overshown. Like Overshown will take on, even as skinny as he was, and take on a guard. He ain't like that. People can block him, but as far as twitch, if he can see it, his ass will shoot the gap and run sideline.
He can beat you there. He ain't gonna push you off. He ain't gonna push you off, but he can beat you to the point.
If he got a lane, he got a route, he can take that route. Now, as far as people getting in the way, that's where we got to get an issue at. He gonna have to better at like disengaging and stuff like that. But Cowboys hater, he said, which side of the ball are you more worried about, offense or defense?
Oh, defense easily, because last time I have excuses for the offense because this really is an excuse. Like your quarterback was hurt, you only had 1 wide receiver. Folks will point at the play calling. Folks will point at the offensive line and their deficiencies. Defense is just about the same, my niggas. Like we just got a different scheme. We got the same niggas. We got the same folks. You just gotta hope. And listen, your defense still hurt to this day. We just talked about cornerback room being banged up right now. Going into week 1, you probably got some scrubs out there in your secondary. So I have more concerns about my defense because my defense wasn't good last year. You were like the second worst run defense in the league. You gave up a bunch of chunk plays. You one of the worst. Like you had some issues there defensively, and I don't think you really put in the same effort to fix it as you did with the offense. Offense, Dak Prescott's healthy, and you traded for George Pickens. You went and got a guard, the best guard in the draft with your top 12 pick. Invested a lot into the offensive side of your ball with just those moves alone. Now you could have did more at running back, but that's a different discussion. But in terms of offensive firepower, your ability to push the ball down the field, you got an all-pro caliber quarterback, you got an all-pro caliber wide receiver, you got a top 15 receiver that you traded for, you got the best guard in the draft, you're trying to have one of the better offensive lines in the NFC in totality. You should be pretty good on offense. Mm-hmm. Defense, you did nothing. You like I said, you were the 30th ranked run defense last year. You made absolutely no moves to not be 30th this year.
Yeah, like I think
for real.
Offense. The reason why the answer is defense. Offense, you one piece away from being like elite. You know, like elite. Like
you need a back.
That's it. If you get a back in here, you're elite. Like, and you know what I'm saying. Defense, you just a couple of people. You're right. Third scheme in 3 years. There's gonna be we see the effects of our defense. It took them like 3 or 4 games last year to get right. And you saw the effects of that, us getting clapped by 40, 30, all that, getting ran up on, all that. So, and then we talked about the corner position. I'm worried about. We talked about the linebacker position. We got some guys there. I'm just worried how they're going to deploy them and if guys can really, get better, can develop. And then, your D-line, bro, and nose tackle. I got to be more specific with guys. Nose tackle. Don't name me no 3-tech. 3-tech, you're good. Edge, you're good. I'm talking about nose tackle. 1-tech, 0-tech. Right there. That's what I'm talking about. Because we got rid of guys and we brought in a 7th rounder. Like, this is gonna solve issues and we just gonna be okay. And everybody keep ignoring the fact that we got a defensive line coach that's finna sub. People don't realize the Jets fan hated that D-line coach because it was times when Quentin Williams wasn't on the field. And if he was doing that with Quentin Williams when he was the best D tackle, what he finna do with Mozzie?
Facts. Because man, we gonna have fresh bodies in there, dog. But I do have to depart from us, man. This show is getting good, but I do got some shit I gotta take care of for the family. So I will have to jump off of here. But I have been enjoying this shit though, man.
Man, appreciate it, man. You the first one to have it on a new setup. You feel me? I finally got it working with the guests.
Yeah, man. I feel it's an honor, man. It's an honor and a privilege. I appreciate you for having me on. We'll do it again soon, man. If you don't know who I am, I'm Henny the Moore from HTM Sports. You can find me over here in the liquor store getting drunk on this Dallas Cowboys content. You're always welcome to come and join your boy, man. But until next time, in the words of Wes, never look down, put the stars up, man. Peace.